Hey guys, Chris here from Carolot Farm. Happy Friday. We are going to go camping. We are heading to Powhatan State Park. It's going to be a really fun weekend. They have a big trail race that's happening tomorrow along with the Paw Paw Festival. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We just have to get there. So what I mean by that is it's been a really crazy week, and not just for us. It's been like a whole family thing, and I just have to tell you about it because it's 2 o'clock right now, Friday afternoon, and we still don't know if we're tent camping or RV camping. And there are so many variables that have been forever changing and are still yet to be determined as far as the final outcome. So let me tell you about our week. For starters, my husband has been out of town all week. He had to go to Florida for a work trip, and so he flew out Monday, and he's still yet to arrive. I think his flight is meant to touch down in Richmond at like 2:30. So he is currently on this last leg of his trip coming home, which normally is not a big deal. You know, I had all week to shop and pack and prep. But what has been really, really odd about this week is the fact that everything has continued to change on us. Originally, the plan was for us to haul our camper with our truck, and my brother was going to haul his camper with his truck, and that's what we normally do, right? No big deal. Until our daughter was borrowing the truck on Tuesday, I believe it was, because she was helping a good friend move up to DC. And as they were driving up Interstate 95, dash lights just came on and the truck cut off on her. Luckily, she was able to limp the truck to the side of the road. And then once she started it back up, the truck was fine and didn't give her any more issues, no more warning lights. So we really have no idea what that hiccup was. But it definitely makes us concerned to haul not only the camper, but a horse trailer, because the last thing you would want would be for your truck to malfunction like that, because your reaction time is already slower when you have something big behind you. So as soon as she made it back to Richmond, again, no more issues, we had her take the truck to one of the Richmond Ford dealerships, and they were going to inspect it today to see if they could figure out what was going on with it. And last I heard, it is currently like up in the bay being inspected as I speak. So we should know more about the status of our truck soon. But it's just been crazy. I've mentioned that my brother has a truck. It's very similar to ours. It can absolutely haul our camper. And when I reached out to let the family know that we were having truck issues of our own, he very graciously said, hey, after he drops his camper off at the state park, he'll come and pick ours up. This, luckily, is the closest state park to where I live. It's about an hour's drive tops. And so we thought, fantastic, he can come get the camper. It might be a little bit later getting set up, but we'll all get there with everything. Until another wrench was thrown into our plans. This is quite the saga, and it keeps going on and on. So yesterday was Thursday evening at about 5:30. We get a text from my brother saying, uh-oh, I'm stranded on the side of Interstate 64, and it appeared as though his radiator was leaking, his truck overheated. So he was now once again going to be unable to not only haul his camper, but our camper. And so we thought, okay, we really want to go camping. We're really excited to do this. It's going to be a great weekend. We'll just go tent camping, right? Sounds great. However, when you go from RV camping, where all of your supplies are in your RV, to tent camping, you have to like comb through your RV, pull all kinds of stuff out that you're going to need. But we're still not sure, and it's after 2 o'clock now on Friday, if we're RV camping or tent camping, because there's still a chance that my brother's truck will be fixed. The shop that he had it towed to yesterday was feeling very optimistic that he might be able to haul himself this evening. My husband is still holding out hope that maybe our truck will be able to come home and haul our camper. So again, it's this crazy, crazy week, and we're just all staying upbeat as possible, and it's a beautiful day. The sun is shining. It's going to be a lot of fun. We just have no idea what to expect. So once we get to Powhatan State Park, I'll let you know what kind of camping we'll be doing, because right now, I still don't know. So good news, we all made it to Powhatan. Our camper, as well as our truck. Let me see if I can find, there's our truck. And then my brother and his camper made it with their truck. So everything worked out. It's as if those 3 crazy days in the middle of the week didn't happen. Here's a look at our campsite. You know, there's more than enough room if you should ever want to put a tent here next to your camper. It's relatively level. They're doing a nice job bricking the perimeter. So just a really nice, spacious campsite here. The whole reason we came to Powhatan this particular weekend was for this trail race. My brother and his wife, my niece, my daughter, they're all going to be running in the race. And so we grabbed our signs and our coffee and our chairs, and those of us who were not running the race, we went up to kind of cheer everyone on. So that was how we started this first day at Powhatan State Park. After the race was complete, we came back to the campsite, had a little breakfast, and then we really just made a day of it. It was a little cloudy, kind of threatened to sprinkle on us off and on, but then the sky would still kind of open up and it would be beautiful. So what some people in our party decided to do was to go tubing here on the James River. Powhatan State Park has 2 boat launch areas. They are a bit steep, as you can see here, but there are stairs and they have those wooden rails for your boats to go down. But here's the river. It was nice and calm, a very slow float. I want to say this float from the top launch to the bottom is anywhere from 1 to 2 miles. I do think it's a little shorter than the float at James River State Park. After a little breakfast this morning, I'm hoping to kind of do a little walk around and show you a bit about the park. It's a really quiet park. It's relatively small. I don't know just how many sites they have. I want to say it's around 30, but it's been a really wonderful place to camp. I really appreciate campgrounds that have the nice paved roadways. Here at Powhatan, the main drive is paved. You can see this is the entrance. We're off to the left-hand side, and my brother and his camper are over here on the right-hand side. So we weren't far, but again, we had a little bit of a hike there in between. But as I make my way through the campground, again, the main drag is nice and paved, but the individual sites are gravel. I believe that this park was opened in 2013, so everything is still pretty new and in very good shape. They also have trailheads that come right to the campground itself. I've decided to take a little hike this morning. I was investigating the park and I saw this sign for Overlook Trail, so we're gonna go check it out. It's a nice little wooded trail here, and it should take us to a nice spot overlooking the James River. I just got to this one spot where the trail splits and there's no signage, so I'm guessing it must be a loop. Yesterday here at Powhatan State Park, they had a trail race, and part of it was through the woods, such as this. Part of it was through a meadow with a grassy path, and then another section was on the hard surface road. They had both the 5-mile option and the 10-mile option, so that was a pretty fun race. I was not running myself, but I was here to cheer on family and friends who were, so that's another fun thing you can do. The state parks have these multiple races that you can compete in, and so if you like to run or bike or kayak, you might want to check those out. So I'm at what appears to be the highest point here. You can see the river through the trees, but I'm going to keep walking just a little bit farther to see if there's an opening. There are some overlook trails. When you see them, you just have to check them out because they're very spectacular. This one was an overlook, but it wasn't one of those breathtaking overlooks. So I'm going to head back now. It's time to start packing up, getting ready to go home. But I was happy to get this one little walk in. It's probably about 11 o'clock in the morning. Checkout is 1, which is nice. It's not a rushed morning. So we're gonna head back, pack everything up, and then hit the road before too terribly long. Something I appreciate about this park is all of these connecting trails. They go from the outer loop where the majority of the campsites are to the intersection, which is where the bathhouse sits. So they've done a really good job here. Here at the bathhouse, it looks like they have at least 6 showers and 6 or more unisex bathrooms. They're really clean. They're in great shape. They've got ice, which is good. Sometimes ice is a little harder to come by, so having an ice, machine right here is fantastic. They have a laundry facility here beside me. So I'd say their bathhouse is in really, really good shape here. They also have a place for your bikes, as well as several parking spots. So everything is very accessible here. Here at the bathhouse, you will also find 2 separate wash sinks. They have firewood for sale, and I want to show you some of the different sites. This site was probably the longest site, very open, very little shade, as compared to this site here, a much smaller, still level site, but very wooded. The handicap site is completely paved, and they also had a really handy overflow parking. I did appreciate just how convenient this was. And then the dump station. I would say Powhatan State Park has the nicest dump station we have found at a state park yet. So all in all, just a really great, clean park to come and visit. We have just finished up another really wonderful weekend here at Powhatan State Park. Had a great time. There was the trail race, and then we had a lot of just family hangout time. So just a lovely weekend. It was sunny yesterday. It's a little cloudy today, but I hope you've enjoyed this video. Check out this park. It's a really great Virginia State Park, and we hope to see you soon. Bye, guys.